Hello, everybody. I would like to present an idea, an hypothesis to explain what we're looking at here, which is ancient cart ruts. Now, don't let the name throw you, okay? It's kind of ridiculous that these are called cart ruts because, if you could just envision any type of cart or vehicle traveling in this rut, it just doesn't make sense. You would not want to travel down in the rut, right? It makes no sense. Basically, the only thing that does make sense is that these were left at a time when there was soft bedrock and also vehicles powered by their own internal combustion or who knows what type of propulsion, but some self-powered vehicle traveling over a soft clay-ish, soft wet concrete-ish surface. And the only thing that makes sense to me to explain it is a combination of a couple ideas here. I've recently looked into ancient geopolymer information that kind of got me thinking on this path. Also, ancient cataclysms, theories, cataclysmos with Randall Carlson, ancient, high-tech civilizations potentially that exist, theorized by Graham Hancock. And I kind of just put it all together. And to me, what makes sense is in the ancient world, it really seems that there was an advanced civilization with enough technology to survive the cataclysm. And, at some point after the flood, as maybe the water was draining away from the land, they must have deployed vehicles. And I feel like what happened was, this flood came through and just covered the land with demolished boulder, everything smashed down to dust and all the finer sediments I feel like would have just settled at the top as the water all drained away and left this surface of wet, smashed stone with various compositions all around the world, depending on, what countries it scooped all the fucking, stuff out of. Does this right here make any sense? That doesn't look like it makes sense to me. It sort of, kind of makes sense, but I don't know. I guess, that makes a little bit of sense, but I don't know. I'm trying to understand. What, you think sticks would carve out stone? I don't know. Kind of a friggin' stretch there. But, I think it's believable that there's a potential that this is the evidence that we need to really support this idea of ancient cataclysms and ancient high technology and, how our planet is repeatedly devastated and, how very well, this ancient civilization that existed long ago may have still its roots and tentacles controlling everything today. We don't know. They might know when the next cataclysm's coming. These cataclysms could be man-made. Another theory I'm working on right now, I've had actually for quite a long time in the back of my head because I'm really interested in space and false flag attacks, and I kind of joined those together, and in my mind it seems like something that makes sense that the government or some agency would do, because the technology is readily available, is to weaponize giant meteors in space. It's very simple math, and it's very simple technology to just send out some little remote-controlled unit into space. And what made me conjure this idea I had from years ago, why they don't do this, is the SpaceX launch, because they recently launched a Tesla car into space, and in the interview with Elon, they asked him, they said, hey, are you tracking this thing? Where is this thing going? What's it doing? And he kind of just dismissed the whole question as like, no, we're not doing any tracking of it, and we don't care about it. We're letting it drift off to this asteroid belt, where it's just going to bang around with the asteroids for like 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000 years. And yeah, that's believable, I guess. I mean, that's what I would say if I had sent the Tesla car there with some, maybe it's a transformer. It's going to like attach itself to a fucking meteor and just blast off for Earth. You know, or really probably what it would do is it would have some small little propulsion unit attached to the meteor, and it would blast towards Earth to put it right on just the right trajectory. Maybe some small little, you know, a course adjusting thing would stay attached to it to just, you know, keep it right on target. And yeah, so I mean, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to try to get this video posted through my channel, which I opened up like a year ago when I started getting into a lot of different stuff. I was going to start posting videos. You know, this is before Trump got elected. I was really feeling Trump during the campaign, and I really feel like he's still our best chance to turn things around, clean up the government, get rid of a lot of the dark evil forces, and I can't wait, you know, to see how these QAnon posts keep playing out, and you know, maybe they're gonna, you know, all these QAnon posts about the water, maybe they're planning on jacking up the fluoride or adding some other thing into the water. I mean, it could be nanotechnology, something to just take over people's minds, take over people's, you know, health, maybe kill them, like whatever it is. I mean, I'm already scared to drink the water, man. So when you got like the most, you know, sensitive information coming out through these leaks, and they're saying watch the water and everything, that really gets me worried. So keep your eyes out, guy, for you know, false flag meteorite attacks from space via SpaceX launch. That'd be the first place I'd look. And maybe Elon, you know, maybe he doesn't even know about this plan. Maybe he's just a patsy. You know, maybe they funded him, and he's just a front man. You know, he's CIA funded. They know that, you know, the CIA and the deep state, they are in panic mode. They are desperate. They need to pull out all the stops. They might have to step things up and you know, and open up some black budget projects that they've been working on, and this is one very well that could be coming our way, you know, and let's just hope that they're not deciding on decimating America with enough damage to, you know, have a COG contingency plan, you know, and martial law take over, and who knows, you know, take care of yourself, your family, make sure you guys got food, you know, and make sure you got a gun in the house so, you know, you can feed yourself when all the shit goes down. Because picture these cart ruts that we're looking at are actually the remnants of the survivors of an ancient cataclysm that they had to repopulate the earth. You know, and this is like pre-Bible, just like in the Bible how it says, you know, go forth and be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. I mean, we might have to do it again. So really would be good to keep a gun in the house so you can you know, move to a state like Pennsylvania, or, you know, somewhere where there's like plenty of game, and you know, you know, keep the human race going, you know. So I don't know, if I get this video onto YouTube, let me know what you think. I haven't heard this theory anywhere else. I've kind of put it together myself. Just in the back of my head, I'm always thinking about this stuff. It's really interesting to me. I'd love to spend more time researching and whatnot, but I work full time, and this is just something that I just couldn't avoid speaking on. And it just really looks to me like a giant flood came through, left smashed bits of rock everywhere that formed like a floodplain of ancient natural geopolymer, and it just reconstituted into this bedrock. But before it did, these ancient survivors traveled across the land, maybe searching for survivors, trying to find locations, trying to figure out this new geography. Where are we? Trying to find out the new cardinal directions. Maybe like north and south and east and west had changed slightly. I mean, they could have been doing almost anything. They could have been searching for fresh water just to survive. Like, we don't know, but it looks to me like there was some traveling done around on these lands at a point when the bedrock was, and what happened afterwards, I think as the water drains out slowly from the rock, what it seems like, it's sitting in the sun baking probably also. It could have just reformed into this bedrock. And now when they test this bedrock, I mean, they're getting dates of like 15 million years. That could just be because the stone itself is 15 million years old, but it was actually, swept across the land, smashed to bits, and reconstituted it into a floodplain looking area. And, they sent out the vehicles to do reconnaissance and just find survivors, find anything. And, this is what we have today to look at, to show for it. So, yeah, I don't know. Something to think about. Would really like to have a solid explanation for these ancient cart ruts. Yeah, I'd love to see some good comments and feedback on this, and I'd love to do more videos based off the feedback I get. So that's what I even think the internet is, and I don't understand why we don't understand everything, because I feel like every brain on the planet that's interested in this topic, say, should just get on and put your feet in, put your 2 cents in, we'll add it all up, and maybe we'll hit the jackpot and figure this thing out. So I thank everyone who checks out this video, and my name's Brandon. This is my first video I'm recording, and I get it on YouTube, and we'll see if anyone can check it out, and we'll go from there, guys. All right, we'll see you next time.